About that play, and you text me when it happened, Mike. I didn't like it in
Yeah.
real time, and I definitely didn't like it in replay.
Really? I don't know, Mike. Okay, let's get to it.
I didn't
Let's
think.
get to it.
I didn't think that was unnecessary roughness. I think now. Listen. If I get the rule wrong, I beg your pardon. Okay. But once they become a runner,
Right.
they're not afforded quarterback protection. First of all, we'll get to the fallout from it. I'm just thankful that Joseph Ossai is okay, because I thought he was done for when I saw his left leg bend at that angle, his right leg, bend at that angle. I'm just glad he's physically okay. We'll talk about the fallout from it in the Bengals locker room in a second, but
Yeah.
I didn't think in real time that should have been a flag. I thought
Really?
that it was a flag. I thought it was a flag because of the quarterback. Like, they're running full speed. Like, he's trying to, dude, like, it wasn't egregious to me.
Okay,
Now,
he's
if you
out
wanna-
now.
if
He's
now
out.
The
He's out.
replay shows that he was out. The replay shows that he was out of bounds and he's getting pushed. But like in real time, I'm like, and in the replay, I could see why he still made contact with him. I don't blame Joseph Ossai for hustling and trying to get to him. And he barely touched him. It wasn't unnecessary. It wasn't rough at all. Put it this way. It wasn't rough. Unnecessary roughness? No, it was unnecessary maybe brushing up against him lightly. But if it's not Patrick Mahomes, I don't know that they throw that flag. And I'm not conspiracy brother. But if it's not Mahomes, I don't know that they throw that flag. That to me was football.
Yeah.
That was football. That was high-speed football.
It's not football.
I did not like that play at all. I did not like that call. That's not why they lost the game, but I didn't like that call.
I didn't like the play because of what it meant. I understood the call, and as I look at the replay over and over,
where were the LeBron refs when you need them?
It's the right.
Where are the LeBron refs that don't call nothing?
Exactly. It's the right call. It is the right. It's the right call. We'll talk about him later. Hey, it is the right call, Mike. And you know what? And I hate to say it because I just feel for the brother Ossai. You know, he's really working hard. Young guy. He dealt with some adversity early in his career. Missed his rookie year because of an injury and all this stuff. So now, you know, a young player who's starting to flash. My problem with it is his lack. I hate to say it because he blew the game. I mean, his lack of awareness. His lack of awareness in two situations. Now we run that back one more time, Gary. You'll see what I'm talking about. The one that we're all talking about is Patrick Mahomes is clearly out of bounds. So it's a lack of awareness of where he was on the field. But watch it. But watch this. Watch this. Okay, who else is there? There's Patrick Mahomes, Ossai. Look what Mike Hilton does. Mike Hilton is like, oh man, Mike Hilton ain't trying to. You ain't there by yourself, is what I'm saying, young fella. If Patrick Mahomes can still keep going, right. So what does that tell you? Mike Hilton stopped. Mike Hilton ain't trying to jack him up. So look at the quarterback. Look at your teammate. They've stopped. The play's over. I feel so bad for him, but you gotta call that because it was roughing. It was. Unfortunately, I want to see what Kansas City would have done with 8 seconds to play. Would they bring out? Would they bring out Butker for a 60-yard field goal attempt? I don't know.
Which he could have made.
Unlikely.
The more I look
he couldn't have.
Look, the more
he couldn't have.
Look, if you got to call, was it a foul by the letter of the law? Yes. Officials always talk about, y'all don't understand the speed of the game. Y'all don't understand how fast this game moves, okay?
Right.
This dude's running 100 miles an hour hustling. And not to make excuses for him, because ultimately, yes, there should be a level of awareness. But even Jermaine Pratt, why are you touching the quarterback? The fact that he's a quarterback shouldn't matter. Like it's like he's a runner in that situation is my point. He's a runner and he's trying to make that. That's such a gruesome shot at his leg. I can't believe that wasn't an awful injury. Thank God.
Yeah.
He's a runner in that situation. He's hustling. I have seen unnecessary roughness. We have seen late hits out of bounds. He was a foot. He was out of bounds. But I'm sorry. You can show me all the still shots. You can show me all the pictures, all the replays you want. In that moment, that did not look egregious to me. I would not have thrown a flag in that situation if I were an official. Now, officials.
I was hopeful that it wasn't coming, but I thought it was. I wasn't surprised when the flag came out. When I saw it, I said, "Ooh, did that just happen? Oh, did he just do that? Oh, I hope they don't call it." They called it.
Now, Ossai.
I didn't want them to call it, but I thought they probably should. Now, there's some other calls in that game where you look at it from a Bengals perspective, and I saw that New York Post headline.
Yeah, like doing an entire play over?
Yeah,
like down go
if I'm
over?
a Bengals fan.
Doug, I ain't heard down go. I heard down go over. I ain't heard down go over since touch football. Remember down go over?
Street ball, right. Yeah, that's right.
Remember no early, no half? No early, no half, and down go over.
Right.
Which touch football language, okay? But speaking of touching, Ossai, there's video of him and his frustration as the Bengals enter the locker room. So let's hear, not Ossai, I'm sorry, Jermaine Pratt. Let's hear from Jermaine Pratt and then hear from Ossai facing the music in the locker room.
Oh, not good! This is my last year! No, why the f*** you cut the quarterback?
Dumb question. Come on. He played his butt off the whole game. That's a different question.
Things are happening so fast there, obviously. Did you have any idea you were at that sideline there? I mean, obviously you're in full chase and, you know.
Yeah, I was just in full chase mode, and I was trying to push him to maybe get him going backwards, because I knew he was going for that sideline. I was trying to make him go backwards, get that clock running, but I didn't know. I haven't seen it yet. I didn't know how far out of bounds we were, but yeah.
How hard is that to kind of not put all that weight on you as you go through this? I mean, it's just...
It's extremely hard, man.
Come on, man.
I'm sure it's tough. That's why I asked him about it.
That's a brilliant question, bro. Come on.
The support you're getting, is that a sign of kind of the culture that feeds this team?
For sure, absolutely. We're one big family. It's not fake, you know. When the going gets tough, start pointing fingers, we lift each other up, and I'm just happy I got these group of guys around me supporting me right now, because it's hard.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget, you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.